I can't hear myself, Autumn.
Yeah, me neither.
Something's going on. Maybe
this is why we need to
volume
fire
up.
her. I really need.
Should we be able to hear ourselves?
God, you're such a fucking loser, Autumn. Oh, that's on you. Is mine
Okay. Yeah, now I can hear myself.
You guys are plugged in, yeah.
Wow. Can you hear yourself?
I can hear.
Wow. Sorry, this is a pretty professional.
I can
sound.
barely
No, this
hear.
is good.
Okay, I can turn it up.
I'm enjoying this.
You like it?
I'm feeling relaxed.
Good. Where do you live now?
Live in Jersey City.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, with the Filipinos.
Yeah.
You know that we're all over there? That's the biggest population of Filipinos on the East Coast
Really?
is in Jersey City.
Learn about your city.
Really? I didn't notice that, honestly.
Yeah. She doesn't see race.
She doesn't see color. Yeah.
Yeah,
get
I
that.
am colorblind.
Are
Oh,
you?
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought usually only boys are.
I know everyone says that, but I am colorblind.
Is that why all your tattoos are black and white?
Yes, I feel like they wouldn't match.
Do you ever get dressed and you put on the wrong stuff?
I really mostly wear black.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've kind of fixed that. Did it happen in the past?
Like when I was a kid.
What color are stop signs for you?
Red.
They are.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's your association with red.
yeah.
But it wouldn't look like the red to me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look the same.
Uh-huh.
I guess I describe it as like the thing that differentiates what color is what is missing.
Okay. I don't know.
So like I see that they're different shades, but I don't know what makes that shade red.
Isn't that crazy?
But you would see something different than I would see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just what I was trying to clarify.
That
Don't
was-
act like you
that
are
was-
an expert on color blindness.
Well, duh. She's colorblind.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't hang out with freaks very often.
I know.
Things are different to some people, Andy. Welcome to the fucking known zone.
Intro it.
Yeah. All right. I'm Andy.
Come on.
I'm
intro
Wilfred.
Yeah. And I'm Natalie Cuomo.
There you
your guest
go.
today.
And if no one's said anything to you about this before, we do a deep dive into a topic because people usually think Andy's a smart guy, but he's not at all.
I'm just autistic.
And then I am a very smart guy, but people don't see it.
Yeah.
So that's the vibe.
So yeah, that's what
Okay.
it is. People think I'm smart just because I know a little bit about everything.
Yeah. And today,
How'd you do in school?
I think I did pretty good.
Yeah?
I did pretty good, yeah.
Were you always like tattooed and troublemaker?
I think I was always kind of emo. Like I was
Really?
kind of like
oh,
angsty.
You're from northern New Jersey, right?
I'm from Queens.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember one time.
are you listening to like Dashboard and shit?
Big Panic at the Disco.
Oh yeah.
I don't know any. That's a whole music genre that I couldn't tell you anything about.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it either. I just if it pops up, I'm like, that's the genre. I know what it sounds.
I know
like.
what it sounds like. I just don't know which bands are which and what like the hits are.
I liked AFI.
Yeah, it's not AFI.
AFI's not that.
AFI is not an emo.
It is, I guess. It's just like it's very,
Isn't it like pop punk emo
it's like
shit?
side bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, AFI.
AFI, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hang out at the mall a lot?
No malls, but
Where-
it was Queens.
Where did you hang out?
Maybe like the park, friends' houses.
Were you gothed up?
No, more like just. Oh, I didn't really know how to dress. Just wore like oversized
Oh, yeah, 'cause
t-shirts.
you didn't
Did
know
you
what
mope a
colors.
lot? Did you mope around?
Mopey, yeah,
Yeah.
my little mopey.
Yeah. That's
That's
me
cool.
now.
Yeah.
I'm
he's
a
mopey.
emo kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
hair is parted.
My hair's to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know I feel like the classic comedian, like good at the subjects I wanted to be good at,
Yeah.
bad at the subjects I didn't like.
An outlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Today's topic.
Okay.
This is what we chose a topic that actually I didn't even tell you what I'm
No,
doing.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Yakuza
Whoa.
in Japan.
Oh, cool. I don't think that's how you say Japan.
That's how the Spanish say it.
Japan.
I am prepared to look very stupid today.
That's okay.
No, it's okay.
I don't think he knows
I
anything
actually
either.
suggested this as a topic because.
Oh, really?
Because the Yakuza have so many tattoos.
Okay.
Do you know about this? You don't have to.
That's
taking
good.
it as
That's
a no.
great ASMR.
Yeah.
That was my yes, actually. No, I don't.
Yeah, they're very tatted up.
Okay.
And,
Autumn, pull up some Yakuza tattoos.
and they are very like they get tatted all over their bodies, even on the dingling.
Yes, I do. I mean, I definitely know this style of tattoos, but I don't really.
Yeah, so it's we'll get to it. We'll
Yeah.
get to it.
Great. I love education.
Here, well, so this is how this show's gonna work.
Thank God I don't have any Japanese style tattoos, so I don't seem like that much of a poser.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is how this one's gonna work.
I
This is gonna
actually
be a different.
do have that entire tattoo.
Yeah,
The
it's, a,
Japanese back piece.
it's a picture of he has a back piece of me as a dragon.
Yeah. It's pretty hot. A lot of people like it.
So we're gonna do this one differently than we normally do, because usually we just go do a deep dive into a topic. But I didn't tell either of you how what topic this was, because we're gonna do a little game show.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah. This is
okay.
exciting.
I like that.
So Autumn also has some visuals for us later.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
This is exciting.
this is like and it's also like the most notes I've had. on
Jesus.
Oh my
topic.
God.
you really
That's why
did your homework.
We gotta. Well, here's the thing: the Yakuza. When I told you I didn't want to do it because I thought it was boring.
Yeah.
But the issue was that it's too expansive,
Too
of a
broad.
topic. Yeah, because you got to really follow the whole history of Japan for a while.
Sounds interesting.
So we're gonna go. So Yakuza is the term used to describe a large organized crime syndicate in Japan. We already knew that. First question: the term Yakuza means, and then you can both participate in this.
Okay.
A, chivalrous organization. B, extreme path. C, good for nothing. Or D, violence groups.
What do you want to say?
Can I hear the options again, please?
God damn, this is bad radio.
But not. I don't think it's chivalry.
Did you take an edible?
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
I had so many edibles last night. I woke up. I said, I think I'm still high,
Okay.
but I don't think so.
I can't smoke before.
Do I seem high?
A little.
I feel still high from last
That's
night.
fine.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you're in a safe space. So don't become
I don't think
self-conscious.
I
about-
am.
You are. You're
No,
safe.
you're not in a safe space.
The walls. The walls are
Yeah.
gonna close.
I
This
really
is like-
woke up. I said, I think I'm still high. And
That's
Dan said,
happened to
I
me
don't. I
before.
don't think so. But it was a lot last night. Anyway,
Chivalrous organization, extreme path, good for nothing, or violence groups.
I'm gonna say B.
Extreme path.
Yeah.
I felt extreme path as well.
Yeah, you're both wrong. It's good for nothing, suckers.
Really?
Yeah,
I like that. That's
so,
badass.
So it actually comes from this card game that's kind of like blackjack or baccarat or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And the Yakuza is 893, and it's like the worst hand you can get in that card game. So it's good for nothing.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
They were just the good for nothings. What a punk rock name.
yeah.
And it's cool that they're like we're the good for nothings, but they're dressed in like Armani suits.
That came later. Yeah.
Okay.
That came in the 60s when they were like when
They tried to
American media
legitimize
started to
themselves.
come. The American media started to infiltrate Japan, and they're like, "Oh, this is what gangsters dress like." So they started wearing suits and shit.
This is a pretty badass topic.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
did good.
Thank you.
I know, right?
I had a lot to do with it.
I'm confused because you said he didn't know the topic, but he picked the topic.
Well, he told me to do the topic, and I was like, "No, I don't want to."
I
So
didn't know he was going to do it.
Okay, okay.
Because
I
he was
fucking-
like,
I pump faked.
he was like annoyed that I was telling him.
I
what
was
to do.
so annoyed on the phone with you.
Yeah, he was annoyed because he wanted to do a topic. What did you want to do?
I want to do the 1985 move bombing.
Yeah, for another guest.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I was like, I don't care who, like, I don't care what Natalie wants to hear.
Yeah.
Let's
Thanks,
just do
Andy.
this. But so we did that. Also, on the phone, you had told me that you like might have to reschedule for Tuesday.
But you
or
were,
whatever.
this is the crazy thing. He was annoyed with me that I might have to reschedule it for a national commercial,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
which is like $30,000. And he
Yeah.
was annoyed that I might have to move.
Well, yeah, I'm annoyed with that. I'm annoyed with the fact that you dumped it in your wife and now you have to have a kid. This is
Yeah.
all selfish.
Yeah, you're right.
This is he didn't-
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Don't say that to him.
Wilfred's like the dog. He's jealous of the baby.
Yeah, it's like I'm your first child.
Do you want to hold the baby, Wilfred? No.
No. Slap its pacifier out of its mouth.
Wilfred's actually the he's gonna go on the road with me still when we have the baby.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have to babysit for my set.
Yeah, for the 45 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
and I'm gonna put its finger in a fucking light socket.
Jesus Christ. Its little finger, it's like trying to resist. Wilfred's like, come on, have an accident. Do you want kids?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
It's interesting. I feel like there's like a lot of comedians are pregnant right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a lot,
I think we're a
but
lot.
it's more than
most
usual.
of us are. It's like a generation of comedians are
Yeah,
pregnant right now.
yeah.
And you guys are much younger than us, so you'll be in that next
How old are you?
wave.
I'm 28.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I'm
met-
in the generation that should be having kids.
I met Natalie, and she was probably 21.
Yeah, maybe
I
23.
think so. We went dancing that one night with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Megan.
Megan. Yeah. We went to she showed us what it was like to be a hot girl in the LES.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. She was like, let's go to this club. And I was like, I don't think we're going to get in. And they were like, get in, loser. They just
Yeah.
walked right up to the doorman.
I get what it's like.
Yeah.
People look at me and they fall in love.
Yeah.
That's why we aren't supposed to sit across from each other because you might fall in love with me.
She's engaged, sir.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to break up a fiancé ship.
An engagement. That's what we call that. Smart guy.
So the Yakuza have like two origins. This dates back to like the 1600s.
Okay.
The first origin, they were the peddlers, or they're called the tekiya. And the techies sold stolen goods. It's like a kind of like an open air market, and then they would sell all these like small goods, and it kind of started the construction of the Yakuza. Autumn, we can do the pull up the first visual, by the way.
Wow.
So it started this in that like it created like an enforcement side, and then like a business side. So
I like that there's little brothers.
Yeah, so it's all based on like the family, on family, and the idea is like you're dedicated to the oyabun, and so the peddlers at the time didn't have anyone to like guard them, so they were open to thievery and like samurais.
They were just like small time crooks, basically.
They were just people. This is like they were like the lowest class of all the people.
And they were just selling
I
stuff.
need to. I'm sorry. What's happening?
Peddling.
What's this?
Okay, I probably brought this up a little too early. So this is this. Let's go through. Let's.
If this is truly a safe space.
Okay, let's
It
focus
is.
on me.
It is.
Let's focus on me, and I'll get to
He's
this
talking
later.
about the history of the Yakuza.
Yeah.
And
In
so-
the beginning, there's two different groups that.
Listen, Andy, you're gonna have children.
Yeah, I know.
I'm preparing you for patience.
Yeah. You're in a safe space. You're fine.
Thank you.
You're not in a safe space.
Okay. Yeah.
You got to keep up with me. I don't fucking pump the brakes for people. So there's two.
Okay.
There's the peddlers who they were the second lowest
What
class.
years are we talking?
1600s.
Okay.
Okay.
Second lowest class
All right.
of Japan, which is the peddlers, and then the gamblers are the lowest.
Okay.
So the peddlers, the tekiya, sold small goods in open air markets, right?
Okay.
They didn't have anyone to protect them, so they had people who would like be muscle
Yeah.
for them, and that kind of started that sector of the Yakuza, where they were paid to protect the small stolen good people.
Natalie, are you okay? You seem a little disassociated.
I'm focusing on.
cool.
I'm
Yes, because you're
focusing.
gonna get quizzed on all this.
Yeah. There is a test, and if you fail.
I'm entering another zone of my brain.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
The second
Is it
group,
dusty in there?
It's dusty as fuck.
yeah, there's someone in there going,
Yeah. I'm sitting on the floor. It's nice.
yeah,
All the employees were like, I guess we're turning on.
Yeah.
fuck, the boss came. The second group, the gamblers, the Bakuto were they're all the gamblers, and they actually, the way that they came together was like peddlers kind of made the structure of Oyuban, and then like business side on the left, muscle on the enforcement on the right.
Okay.
The Oyuban brought in a lot of the traditions, like getting tattoos all over your body.
Okay.
That was a. Oh no, Bakuto. The Bakuto brought in the traditions.
These are the gamblers.
These are the gamblers.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like the tattoos, another tradition.
I feel like if I were to be anyone, I'd be an Oyabun for sure.
You'd be the boss.
You be the boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's easy to say.
What do you mean it's easy to say?
You're like, I feel like if I'd be anyone, I'd be the top guy.
Yeah, I would be the top guy.
If I played basketball, I'd be LeBron.
Yeah. I'm
glad you have that confidence.
You know what?
Thank you.
I'm Obama now.
You are Obama.
Dream big.
Yeah.
Oi, you Obama.
Oh, you Obama. Okay. Question number 2.
Okay.
Also, like, you think that, like, the best guy is Obama. You're like, if I'd be anybody.
He's the family boss.
Yeah.
Okay. Of
He's-
what? What family?
America.
America. He's America's father.
Okay. I would like that.
Yeah.
American Dad.
Uh-huh.
American Dad, the animated show.
Question number 2.
Okay.
The initiation of a Yakuza member involves, what are your options? A, the act of committing an initial crime for the Oyuban. Okay. We understand that option now.
Yeah.
B, the sharing of sake in a traditional ceremony.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's really sweet, isn't it? C, the receiving of a tattoo that represents the gang.
Okay.
Or D, soft kisses all over your body by the whole gang.
I want to say D just because I'm turned on. But
I don't think that it's D.
I'm going to say that it's A.
The act of committing an initial crime.
What's B?
The sake one.
And C's tattoos all over your body.
And
Or
what's
a
the
tattoo.
question?
What's your initiation? Jesus. It's definitely the edibles.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention the rules of the game.
Oh, okay.
Which are that if you don't get any right, then Autumn has to blur your face and bleep your name every time we say it
For the entire episode.
for the entire episode, which I really don't want to do because we have to pay her hourly for that.
Yeah.
And then if you don't get half right, then you're Autumn is going to play My Pillow ad during your plugs.
I'm going to say initiation tattoo is what I'm going with.
Okay, yeah, you're both wrong. It was the sake one.
Oh
What?
my God.
The nicest one?
Yeah, the sweetest one.
Oh, man.
The sweetest one was the kisses for sure.
Yeah, the sweetest one
yeah,
was the
sorry.
kisses.
So a Yakuza member is supposed to cut off his family ties, and it is this structure. The Oyobon, it also means like father or something like that.
Okay.
In Japanese, and so you cut off your family ties, and you like commit your loyalty to this guy, and that is like you like sip sake in this, and you share the same cup,
Like a romantic date.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a Lady and the Tramp style.
I like that.
Yeah.
You have ramen with the oyuban and the noodle connects, and then you kiss. And then you're in the Yakuza.
Also, what's interesting is so when you join a Yakuza organization, there's multiple gangs. This is like saying it's like the mafia. So there's multiple Yakuza gangs, and when you join, your name is registered, like literally, like put into this registration for the organization, so that when police come across you, they know how to properly respond.
Okay.
So also, there's this other idea that the Yakuza have of themselves, which is it's based on this thing called the Machiyako, and this was back in the 1600s. They would the only people that were allowed to have swords or katanas were samurai.
Wow.
And so there were a lot of corrupt samurai that were coming around, like stealing shit from the peddlers and all this stuff. And so the Machiyako were people who I think it means defenders of the town.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would protect the town from like samurais and all the mean people.
Do you have any samurai tattoos?
No, I do have a giant dragon now that I think about it.
Where is it?
It's like all here. It is
Oh, it is an
Oh,
Asian.
wow.
Yeah.
Cultural appropriation.
Oh, my God.
That's crazy.
I'm going to call Fumi Abe. Tell him that you stole his Japanese culture.
Well, then he'll just want to share some sake with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
he can initiate you
That's
into
the initiation.
becoming a Japanese person.
Yeah, that's how you become a Japanese person now.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. Maybe you guys already know this one. This is actually one that you might figure out. There's this thing called yabutsume.
Okay.
So it is the act of A, cutting off your pinky to show remorse to your boss.
Mm-hmm.
B, cutting off your penis because you committed adultery. C, cutting off all communication with your family. Or D, cutting off the supplies of warring Yakuza gangs.
Why would I know this?
I don't know, because I mean, I knew it because I'm smart and shit.
I think it's either A or C. Let's align.
Okay.
So I've seen lots of movies where
Okay.
they have to cut off their pinky as a sign of remorse.
Right.
But he also said there's something about joining the family and you have to cut off all of your ties.
Communications.
I'm so good at this.
And so right now I'm kind of...
Why'd he just say I'm so good at this?
Because he's stumping us so far. We've gotten 0.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going
did we just say the wrong answer?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to say A or C?
I feel that usually I'm wrong with whatever I say.
So say one.
My instincts told me like, oh, cutting off the family, which makes me think pinky, which makes me think cutting off the family.
I'm going to go C.
God, you guys really suck. It's cutting off the pinky.
Damn, we were
See?
so close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say A all along. And then
Yeah.
I was like, well,
You can't second.
I
you
told
gotta,
you I'm always wrong.
I know.
These are all mind games. I'm a psyop professional.
Well, I guess
so-
they're not going to blur my face.
You know what movie drove me insane? That one where the guy cut off all of his fingers. The recent one this year.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Ugh.
Oh,
You
yeah.
like that?
I did. I like
Yeah.
That
Martin.
movie's
Martin
awesome.
McDonough is he's married to Phoebe Waller-Bridges.
Yeah.
He's the most decorated playwright in English history.
Listen, I liked it, but did I enjoy watching it? It brought up emotions that were not pleasant.
It's weird when he's just playing the mandolin with blood.
It was so sad when he killed the dog. It
That really
broke my
bothered me
heart.
when they
yeah.
killed the donkey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the donkey. He ate the finger. Ugh, I couldn't handle
Really
it.
bummed
There's this
me out.
movie called Ichi the Killer. That's a
Yeah, I've been-
Japanese movie.
I've always wanted to watch it, but I don't have the stomach. I
It's
don't
like one of the goriest movies I've ever seen.
think. It's
one of the
Yakuza
goriest.
relative, right?
Yeah, he's a Yakuza member, and it's like one of the goriest movies I think in history. And it's all like physical gore. Like they don't. None of it's CGI.
Body porn or body torture porn.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's like one where they like they're like cutting up coke, right? And they're using a razor, and there's like this is gonna make you guys queasy. Like slices off a girl's nipple with a razor.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. I
And
didn't
yeah.
know this was going to happen.
No, it's okay.
This is a
You seem like you're into dark subjects.
No, it just
so the Yakuza are like really nice. They actually were really good guys for a little bit.
Yeah.
They had like an honor system. Like they had rules like don't blame innocent citizens, don't steal your friend's wife.
Did they have honor roll?
Yeah,
Like if you were really good, you got
if
on
you were
the
good, you
dean's
got
list.
yeah.
should we review what we learned? Okay, so first of all, they did to celebrate good things. They had sake.
That was
All
to
they did was
initiate.
Do you
to
think I'm going to ask
initiate.
these questions again?
No, I just want to get to know them
'Cause I'm
so
going
that
to
I
ask
can.
different questions.
I
They're
know, but
from,
I
they're
need to-
from the second class peddlers, right?
I need to get to know them so I can answer the future questions
Yeah.
correctly.
So they start in the 16th century.
Yeah.
It's like these peddler class. They align with these strong arm guys, and eventually the lowest class to become kind of a good gang, right?
Yeah.
And nobody's allowed to have swords back then, but then these other guys become defenders, and that's where we're at.
It gets a bit corrupt at this point.
Like, it will get corrupt soon. So they're defenders. It gets corrupt when Japan modernizes. So at some point they have to Japan has to become a nation because it's a feudal system. So
Yeah.
it's just a bunch of lords and whatever. And they decide to become a nation because everyone else is colonizing.
Yeah,
So they're like, we got to come together so we don't become Spain.
yeah.
There is this guy named Mitsuru Toyoma who was an ultra nationalist, and he was a Yakuza that like started to blend politics with the Yakuza. Because he was, so what would happen was like there are all these like I don't know, leftists. That's the term that they were using. Like all these people that were like didn't want. I don't know. I don't.
Totalitarian government.
Yeah, they were like communists, kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
And but they're also citizens of Japan,
Yeah.
and they can't send the police to kill these people. So the police are like, "How about we send the fucking gangsters to kill them?"
Okay.
So Mitsuru Toyoma was like one of the guys that started that. He was like, he would like kill leftist politicians, and he would get his gang to like stop protests and shit like that.
This does sound, I mean, it would probably suck to be there for this, but it does sound cool.
It sounds like it would be a cool movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all. I mean, these are cool guys.
These cool guys, but they're not wearing suits yet.
Not yet.
They're just wearing like the kind of cool long.
Because that's like 1890-ish.
They're probably wearing cool billowy outfits.
There's a lot of silly goatees.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did they do the tattoos? I like the old traditional
So,
way of doing them.
The way that they did the tattoos was like they sharpen a bamboo stick.
Yeah.
And they hammer it into, and it like a back piece like that takes 100 hours.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Do you have any stick and poke?
Yeah.
How long do those take?
Stick and poke rocks.
It
I love
depends
it.
who does it and like how good they are, like how fast they are. They could take like a few hours.
Mm-hmm. For how long or how big of like do you have a stick and poke that's visual?
Mine's stick and poke. This one right here,
Oh, really?
and that took like 45 minutes.
Oh, wow, they're really good.
Yeah,
And
it heals faster.
I saw a woman like hike to the top of a mountain in the Philippines to get like
Wow.
some famous elderly Filipino woman.
There's one lady she does in the Philippines that she's like the oldest lady in the world, and she does like this tribal tattoo.
The oldest lady. She's the oldest lady in the world.
Yeah,
How old is she?
like 1,000 years old.
Really?
And then she does tribal tattoos. She's a vampire.
Yeah.
And
So you have to get the tattoo at night, which is inconvenient.
yeah,
Oh my
because
god.
Gotta stay up
she also
late.
she does it in dim lighting. But she does all these like tribal tattoos, and so you gotta like get to her, and then she's about to die, and her daughter started tattooing to
That's
keep it
awesome.
going.
The girl in this TikTok that did this, she went up and got the tattoo, and it's so bad. It's so funny because it's like she says this TikTok about getting this famous woman's tattoos, and then it's like 3 dots that aren't even like good. They're like smeared and kind of uneven.
About the experience.
Yeah, I love it.
Anthony Bourdain got these crazy tattoos when he traveled, done that way, and it's like it looks so painful. He got it on his chest, and they're just like hammering away at him like 3 dudes.
Yeah, they do that in the islands, like the Polynesian ring tattoos. Those things look insane, and
Yeah.
they're like days and days and days of taking.
They look like little fish cakes. Like, you know how fish cakes have those like little swirls?
Yeah,
Looks like that.
What?
Do you know what I'm
the
talking about?
pink and white ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Know
Okay.
about your culture, dude.
You know what? Let's just jump.
You know what?
There's-
We're gonna
there aren't
quiz
a lot
you.
of questions left.
Are there a lot?
No, I think I've how many do I have here?
You know what I think would be a good idea? So I've been kind of out of it. If we want to redo the questions.
No, don't worry. There's going to be some recap as well.
There'll be a recap.
Oh, okay, great.
We can't afford to have Autumn actually blur your face. So I
eventually
need you to get something right.
Japan is a country, a city, a county. What is it?
Japan?
Yeah.
It's a country.
Good. Okay, there you
That
go.
was not one of the questions.
Okay, damn.
Okay. So all of this is happening. Like Japan becomes a nation. Eventually, Japan starts attacking some American islands. It's called Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
But wait, so what's happening betwing the 1800s?
Wait, yeah.
you-
This was a big...
They became a nation,
Okay.
and then
Yeah,
like
but what about Oya Bun?
what are you saying? This is still the like. So Japan is also like a very they like are stick to tradition
Okay.
a lot. So they become a nation, and there is like back and forth between like what their values should be, but the nationalists usually win, and they're the ones that are that kept them together, and it's like a lot of like let's keep these like samurai traditions and whatnot. So as they move forward, like I just want to get to when America takes over.
Okay.
Okay.
America occupies Japan,
But before this, they had an emperor, right?
they still do.
They don't still have an emperor.
No, I mean they still do when America has occupies.
Okay, so they had an emperor during the entire World War II?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hirohito.
And was he a good guy?
I didn't. He wasn't a Yakuza, so I didn't learn about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
stuck to the topic.
At what point was the technique of the Yakuzas brought over to the United States and that sort of Japanese tattooing brought over here?
Oh, I don't know if they ever brought that technique over.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
With the poke, the hammering?
With a
No,
hammering?
just like that style of.
Oh,
probably
yeah.
after World War II.
I mean, I don't know. You white people keep on taking all of our stuff.
Really?
So, yeah.
we don't take a lot of Filipino stuff. We're kind of like,
Yeah, because we're taking your stuff. We're
Yeah.
doing karaoke and
you
shit.
guys could be nurses.
Yeah.
Well, karaoke's Japanese.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's like Western songs.
Westernized.
Yeah.
So we're like singing Bon Jovi and all that.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
That was a great video you sent me.
Yeah, it's so good, right?
Yeah.
There's
Filipinos are good singers.
What is it?
There's this guy who like sings Celine Dion,
Uh-huh.
and he's maybe better than
Pitch
Celine
perfect.
Dion.
Really?
But he's just like, it's like him and his 3 drunk friends in a karaoke bar. They don't have
my
their
God.
shirts on. They're just like
Yeah.
sitting there like drunkenly. And then he's just like sits up and just sings
Yeah.
perfect Celine Dion.
He's not even trying that hard. But yeah. Anyways, America, throws a couple bombs on Japan. There's a
Oppenheimer.
they Oppenheimer the shit out of that country.
Yeah.
So America occupies Japan, which means that there's a lot is a scarcity of resources. But this is where the Yakuza comes in. They create a black market where people can get rice and other foods. And so the black market is just like human needs.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because like as this is happening, America is like, we got to stop the Yakuza. We got to stop this black market. But they're actually the ones providing, the Yakuza are like buying this off of American soldiers
Mhm.
or whatever. So there's a lot of like, what's the like paradoxes? Not paradox. What's
Paradigms.
nope.
Paradox.
Contradictions?
Yes,
Contradictions.
there you go.
All right,
There's a-
that's one. That's kind of one. She got one.
I think I can go.
No,
I
that
think.
No, you don't get to go. We
Also
still
not.
have 28 minutes left.
yeah.
You're contractually obligated.
So they want to get rid of, yeah, okay. Here, Autumn, can you skip to slide 3? All right, this is your third question.
Wow.
Which one of these 4 men are Japanese?
Oh man, this is hard.
Really? I mean, I grew up basically in Flushing, so
What?
I'm gonna say, fuck. This is hard.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question?
Do you want to know what the different ethnicities are? Will that help?
Oh
Will
yeah,
that
yeah,
help?
that would be good.
Okay. I'm trying to do it so that I don't just like label.
The exact order.
Yeah. So Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, and Japanese.
and now why would what
I
would-
actually
what-
think I can get this. I think I can get this straight up every single one right.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay. If you get all, then Natalie gets a point.
Okay, ready? A, Japanese. B, Vietnamese. C, Chinese. D, Filipino.
Filipino wasn't even on it.
You didn't say Filipino?
No,
What was the other one you said?
it was
Korean?
Korean and Vietnamese.
Okay, hold
Are
on.
you high too?
I think I'm getting high from being next to Autumn. What is it? All right, Autumn, which one's Japanese?
I like that you called me
that's
Autumn
also
twice.
Natalie,
I
you
like
dumbass.
it
That's fine.
though. Which one's Japanese?
This is truly the worst episode
no,
we've
it's
ever done.
great.
The worst?
This is not your fault. This is like me trying a new thing.
We've never done this before.
Done what?
All the questions.
Yeah.
Really? I thought that was your thing.
Well, we're kind of building as we go.
Is it my
Yeah.
fault?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I take full responsibility.
Which
you
one's
guys did great.
Japanese?
Which one of those is Japanese?
Which one is Japanese? I feel that I feel is D Japanese?
No.
Okay.
Which one's Japanese? Keep going.
I'm going to say A.
Yeah, it's A.
Why?
Okay, hold on. Is B Vietnamese?
B's Korean.
Okay. C is Chinese
Uh-huh.
and D is Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Damn, I was pretty close. You know why I guess C was Chinese? Because of the garden behind him. I was just like, that looks like China. And then,
Japan has gardens.
but D looks Filipino.
How do you even know each one of these?
I Googled. I Googled Japanese man, and then that's what came up.
So these could be wrong.
I mean, yeah, they're all stock photos. And also, I can't tell the difference. This is just a way for me to stump you guys. And
That was fantastic.
yeah, it's a pretty good question, right?
Honestly, I'm thrown off by all of them.
And
Okay, which one's Japanese?
I'd say
yeah, all right.
Good
you got
job.
it. There you
Yeah.
go.
A. Endorphins.
Hey,
Good for
Autumn,
you.
get that My Pillow commercial ready. So in the 1950s, the Americans end the occupation,
Yeah.
and this kind of fucks up the Yakuza, because the Yakuza,
Their whole thing was working with the Americans to create a black market.
yes, they were all about creating supplies, and the Yakuza were like good guys at the time.
Okay.
So the Americans leave, and also at the same time, Japan's economy is booming. They become the third strongest economy
Okay.
in the world. And that fucks up the Yakuza because they're like, well, what do we do?
Mm-hmm.
And they have to pivot to like prostitution, gambling, and drug trafficking. And the way that most of their drug trafficking is actually export as well,
Mm-hmm.
because during World War II, and this was a thing that, like, just an interesting fact that that Japan gave all of their soldiers meth so that they can stay up longer, and then they would be a little bit more fearless while they're flying a plane into shit.
Or if they had to study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They had
hard
a
to
big test.
study and do war.
Right.
So,
Because Adderall is just meth.
Why meth? Why not?
Because Adderall is meth. It's just keeps you up, keeps you alert. It's the best drug for doing. We still give people meth in the U.S. Army.
I would say meth is more intense than Adderall.
Yeah, because it's like chemically.
Yeah.
It's like it's the crack of
But
Adderall.
yeah, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Which do you take Adderall?
No, I don't.
Did you?
I did, but I stopped maybe like.
Were you
10
prescribed
years
it?
ago. I was,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
But
should have given you guys Adderall for this show.
that would have been a whole other show.
It would have been so good. We would have gotten every question right.
Yeah. Yeah. So what the Japanese, there's still a supply of meth that, because the war ended pretty abruptly. And so the Yakuza are selling that supply like offshore and amongst the,
Population.
within the country. Yeah.
Okay.
At the same time, the Cold War is happening, right?
Mhm.
And Americans start working.
I prefer a warm war. I don't like a cold war.
Oh, really? You like death and shit? Because that's what a warm war is.
I mean, it seems nicer. Do you like winter more than summer?
Yeah.
You're fucked up.
I like wearing coats.
Okay.
I like Christmas.
And
What's
that's
your
where
favorite
Cold War's
season?
happen.
I like autumn and spring.
You like the in-betweens.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
sweater weather.
Okay, what's better, spring or
Spring.
autumn?
Spring.
Really?
Well, no, fall, because it's like you
Fall's the
got the,
best season.
anticipation
Yeah.
of Thanksgiving, Christmas. You got the pumpkins
That
out.
first
you know what else you
breeze.
get? Fall foliage. We should do a fall foliage episode.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
like
do an
where we go.
episode.
I know what
go.
you're saying.
We're gonna go leaf
Where
peeping.
you make me go somewhere. and
You
then we
like
do an
doing
episode.
this stuff. Don't lie.
You know what you should do?
We're gonna take my little baby girl and we're
Uh-huh.
gonna go
Yeah.
leaf peeping with her.
When are you due?
October.
He's barely showing.
Are you expecting a Scorpio?
I'm expecting a Libra.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's a Libra like?
Balanced.
Yeah. Chill.
Oh,
Good.
really?
Yeah. October.
Someone's got to be balanced in that household.
3rd, I think, is
Wow.
the due date.
Very cool.
Oh. What's the other one? Scorpio?
Yeah.
What are they like?
Drake.
David Drake?
No, Drake the singer.
Drake the rapper?
Yeah.
Oh.
October's very own Scorpion season.
Oh. Didn't put that together.
You need to go on the OVO board. Whatever's.
Uh-huh.
What are you?
Sagittarius.
That's.
December.
Hmm.
Oh my God! Let's turn this into an astrology podcast.
What are
What
the-
are your birthdays?
Well, what are the...
I'm a Cancer.
What's your birthday?
I'm Virgo. Rising.
I'm a Virgo, but what is a Sagittarius
Virgo.
like?
Adventurous, social, explorative.
What's a
Kinda
Virgo
checked
like?
out, a little stoned from the night before.
Bad at quizzes.
A Virgo, particular.
Kind of can't tell the difference between
organized.
Asians.
Honestly, I mean, this question in itself is
You're gonna get canceled for even answering it.
possibly.
What's a Virgo?
A Virgo is very particular, organized, stuck in their ways,
Wow. Okay.
but
I think it's just the first two.
not in a bad
I'm
way.
way open-minded.
Cancer, emotional, nurturing.
Resentful.
Really?
I think so. I think we take.
You're just
I
basing
don't
that
think
on yourself?
resentful.
No, I think we're supposed because we're sensitive. We
you lead with your heart.
yeah.
Hmm.
We're the best sign.
That might be your Virgo talking.
Yeah.
So
Superhuman.
this is the Yakuza are fucking all over the place.
Just selling meth, pussy.
In 1958, there were
Gambling.
70,000 Yakuza members.
Wow.
Whoa.
By 1963, there were 184,000.
How many different families?
A bunch. The biggest one was the Yamaguchi Gumi family.
That's not fun to say. Yamaguchi Gumi.
Yeah. And they started.
That sounds like the yummiest
think-
candy that you would get from a big dispenser that
yeah.
had like a cat that was like,
Uh-huh.
you know? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Don't clip that, Autumn. She always clips the shit where we look goofy.
Yeah. Racist goofballs.
Oh, the interesting. So there's 184,000. There's
Mhm.
only 20,000 mafia members in the U.S.
Oh,
and there's
wow.
and there's 184,000 Yakuza members, and there's like half the population.
Wow.
So a lot of Yakuza.
Half the population is Yakuza?
Half the population of America. Japan is half the population of America.
Oh, okay.
Now I have an idea for
per
an
capita.
HBO show.
Okay.
A Yakuza member goes to see a therapist.
Oh, okay.
It's like The Sopranos.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Are they in Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, there is a show about the Yakuza on HBO. Pull up HBO Yakuza show really quick.
Yeah, it's got the guy that wrote,
Anders Holmes.
yeah.
Or not Anders Holmes. What's his name? Tokyo Vice.
Yeah.
Go down a little bit
Which
more.
I'm surprised there isn't a second
Ansel
season.
Elgort.
Only one season?
No, there's a second season. It's in
Okay.
production.
Yeah, it's just taken forever.
It's so good. Well, this thing called COVID happened.
Yeah.
They locked down. Damn. What's that scar on your chin from?
I fell off a
Motorcycle?
bicycle
Hmm.
in 7th grade.
Shit.
I've got those.
Really?
I've got bicycle scars. I've got one on my elbow right there,
Yeah.
and then on the side of my knee. I fell off a bike, and then like I was kind of in a haze because I fell off this bike and like scratched up my entire like right side of my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember looking up and in a Dodge Astrovan from like the 90s, you know, those boxy ones.
Wow.
On the right side of on the passenger side of a Dodge Astrovan, I saw Putty from Seinfeld. I don't know. I don't think this all happened because this was all in Renton, Washington. Why would Putty from Seinfeld
That's amazing.
But I saw Putty from Seinfeld and he was like, ooh. And that's what I remember.
How old
So
were
you hit your head too.
I was, I think 11, 10.
Yeah. That'd be weird if Patrick Warburton was in Renton in an Astrovan.
I mean, you know, celebrities are just like us.
True. I think this is our best episode, to be honest.
Really?
I don't.
mean, our
I don't
guest is not
appreciate
doing a
talking
ton.
down on the episode. I think
Yeah.
it's been amazing. I've learned so much.
Yeah.
Well, there's still some more.
I actually am gonna go home. I'm gonna watch a new TV show.
Tokyo Vice.
Yep,
Do you have HBO Max?
of course I do.
Good. Okay.
So there was this guy named Yoshio Kodama. During the Cold War, Americans started working with him because they didn't want communism to spread. And so Yoshio Kodama was going around killing politicians and killing anyone that would let communism infiltrate Japan.
Yeah.
He was working with like the CIA, like wanted to stop the Yakuza, but they were actually working with them.
Mm-hmm.
Kodama was like, but he was like a big uniter. He got all of the Yakuza to work together, and he like kept peace amongst them and whatever. But he got in trouble for tax evasion, and like people loved him, and then he got in trouble for tax evasion, and then everyone hated him to the point where there's this one actor. His name's Mitsuyasho Maeno. I don't know.
My anal?
my anal.
Okay.
Mitsuyasu is an actor. He's like been in movies.
Mm-hmm.
He flies a plane into his house to try
Why?
to kill him.
Oh wow.
To try to kill Kodama.
So an actor tried to do like a one-on-one 9/11?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he missed.
Really?
Yeah, he hit the wrong side of the house. He died.
He died?
He died.
He
but,
was
but Kodama was on the other wing of the house. So
He was in the plane?
Yeah.
Are you stressed out about that?
Yes, he messed up.
Yeah, it is stressful.
Yeah.
Failure's hard to kind of reconcile.
But the scandal did like
Didn't stress you. That story didn't stress you out.
No, I mean, we talk a lot about dark stuff on this show.
I
Yeah.
think it's hilarious.
Yeah. It's funny to mess up a mini 9/11, right? It's pretty funny if you're like trying to do like
I mean,
a
couldn't he
9/11
have
on
flown
a person.
something else? I mean, that
Flown
was
something else.
just a terrible idea. He was in the wrong side of the
Well,
house.
yes.
What kind of terrible plan
I mean,
is that?
I wouldn't have thought that a plane, if you hit any part of the house, anybody would live. But you know,
But yeah, I mean, if your attack is fly a plane into a person's house,
seems like a pretty legit. Like you're gonna win.
yeah, but I think it's still poorly thought out.
Like if you spend all this
Can't you
time,
go over there with a gun?
It's emotional. You're right. It is
Yeah.
an emotional. He probably didn't get enough.
He
meth.
died. He was doing something for the good of the people.
Yeah, and he died doing it.
He died doing it. And all the guy had to do was walk with his sandwich to the other side of the kitchen.
If you were gonna, if you were gonna die doing something for the good of the people, what would it be? What's your big thing that you care about? Dog rescue?
I do care about dogs, but I
You fly
mean,
a plane into
Do I play into dogs?
into like a kill shelter.
No, I care about dogs. I think if there
Or
was
puppy mill.
the only
You fly a
thing
plane into a puppy
that
mill.
I truly feel like if there was any way to stop climate change from
This is a good one.
massively
Oh, yeah.
just
So you probably shouldn't fly a plane.
flying a plane's not
Yeah,
going to help
that's gonna
probably.
raise your
But I
carbon
just feel
index.
like if
So-
there was anything that could be done to stop climate change from escalating at the pace that it is, but
Yeah. What about you,
Well,
Andy?
there is.
This is
that
probably
I could
climate
do.
change.
I mean, it's probably climate change.
Yeah.
Climate change. But I
Oh, what could
actually,
be done?
oh man, it's so much stuff that we have to do. It's
From
almost
us.
irreversible.
Yeah.
It's the entire mankind would have
Exactly.
to. I actually think the most plausible conspiracy for COVID is that we needed an abrupt climate change shift. And so that was that makes sense to me because it did really kind of, it was the only thing that would get people to stop movement like that.
Yeah.
But it would take, literally, we have to lower all of our carbon output to almost zero to get to reverse it to where we can survive for centuries. We have to get to zero climate or carbon output. We're doing carbon capture and we're doing a bunch of other things that are like minimal right now. But I mean, essentially, it's like all transportation goes electric, all forest fires need to be quelled. That's a huge output.
We're not in control of that.
We can't control any of it now.
So what are we supposed to do? Like
We're going to have to adjust to living in a world where it's 120 degrees and also Manhattan will be below water in 20 years. maybe?
20? I don't think so.
They built a seawall on my block.
a seawall?
They built a seawall on my block.
Really?
Yep, the entire FDR has a seawall below it now where they can shut these gates. So if the sea comes up like 10 feet.
What's up with Long Island? Am I going to be underwater?
Yeah, for sure. Bushwick?
We're not that close to water.
That's
Yeah,
what
but it's all flat.
I feel like no one is really grasping the magnitude of it, and it's just like insane.
It's like I've been trying to figure out a way to do it comedically to talk about climate change because I don't think anybody's really accepting the fact of how bad it's going to be.
I know.
It's been 25 days that it's been over 110 degrees in Phoenix.
Yeah. I've just succumbed to the fact that the world's going to fucking stink for a little bit.
A little bit.
It's not. It's like
the
it's
last
the
part
end.
of your life.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be the end. I think it'll everyone's going to die and then the world will regenerate and
Do you think you're going to survive?
yeah, of course. Duh.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I'm
That's
strong
like-
as shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
strong as
dap
fuck.
it up.
Nothing's going to hit
What
me.
about you? Do you have any skills that are useful in the new climate apocalypse?
no human can is going to be able to adapt. Like this is.
I'm going to tell you a little tip.
Yeah.
You're going to want to
will.
go north.
You're going to want to stick with
You're
Wilfred.
going to want to go north, northern Manitoba, Yukon territories, western territories. Those are some safe spaces, places where it's not going to get that hot. There's ample fresh water. There's vegetation. There's fauna.
Fauna.
Do you really think that Manhattan's going to be underwater in 20 years?
I think that we will have flooding that will maybe not be permanent, but I do think there's going to be
So how do you
moments.
feel as like someone that is going to be a new parent in, a month?
Pretty
Foolish?
disassociated from like that aspect of it. I mean, the one saving grace is that I married into kind of the Illuminati, like
Yeah.
a level of wealth where there's somebody will probably like tag us and we'll get to go to the ship.
Yeah, you've got a helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like one saving
That's not
grace.
fair.
Well, you should have
It
married
isn't.
up.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah.
You're right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get married to an autistic idiot. When you could have married into some fucking
you
wealth.
could have.
No, no,
you
we're
could have kept
good.
these tattoos off, and you could have gone and married a Rothschild or something like that.
No, we're good. We will generate our wealth.
Well, no, you're not. It is not going to be a monetary solution for you.
Also, yeah, we're all going to be out of jobs.
But your husband does do like ultra marathon stuff, so I think
Yeah.
he's got the
Put you on his back.
fortitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You stopped smoking?
Weed,
Cigarettes?
yes.
Okay, so that's one thing because you're gonna
Yeah.
have to move a lot because
Yeah.
bandit, roaming gangs, kind of fighting for water and other like.
I've been
sustenance.
practicing parkour in
Yeah.
preparation for this.
Yeah, because it's actually going to be kind of fun because when Manhattan really like floods and it's like 20 feet higher floodwater, you're going to be able to jump off of fire escapes like into the
No,
water.
I mean,
It's
I
gonna be
just
fun.
feel
I'm
like
gonna need a life jacket. I can't swim.
you can't predict, anything. It's just it's not
there's
good.
models we can predict it all. Anyways,
So this guy Yoshio Kodama,
Mm-hmm.
right? The guy that was killing all the leftists.
yeah.
He was the uniter of the gangs.
And he's like, hey, these nerds want to share everything.
Yeah.
Let's kill them.
Nope. And then he got into then the scandal thing broke out, and
The scandal.
the scandal where the guy, like the scandal of his tax evasion.
Did you talk about this already?
Yes, the guy flew a plane into his
Oh,
house.
Yes,
yeah,
and that
yeah,
was
yeah.
the whole mistake.
Yeah, okay.
Are those Tums?
No, they're nicotine.
Yeah, he's getting stressed because he sucks at this game. So
He's getting stressed.
I guessed all the Asians right.
no, you guessed Filipino. It wasn't even on the fucking
I bet
wall.
that guy was Filipino.
There is a chance that he was.
You know what I'm talking about. He did look vaguely Filipino.
There was a chance.
Thank you.
I couldn't tell the difference. So Kodama was the unifier.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, he's like stressed out about the scandal and eventually dies. And so this splits off a lot of the Yakuza, and they start like
Warring.
creating their own like separate gangs, and also it tarnishes like the good name of the Yakuza in Japan.
Is at this point with the Yakuza, are they all required to have the full body tats?
No one's required.
Okay. It's
the
just
full
like,
body tats are pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just a flex. It's like, oh, I've been through 100 hours of pain.
Exactly.
Yeah. Have you been through 100 hours?
Probably.
Damn.
Probably like 10. No more than that.
No, you're more than that because you got more than me.
Yeah. So I'm manlier. The Yamaguchi Gumi. No, wait. Where am I
It's
going?
like
love the
Tamagotchi.
Yeah, the Tamagotchi tummy.
Getting your butt tattooed sounds so painful.
Really?
Maybe your butthole. but
No,
not your
the
butt.
actual butt is supposed to be like the most sensitive, ticklish.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
your
that's true.
clavicle.
When
Come on.
anyone touches my butt, I get real. All my nerves fire.
You come.
Uh-huh.
Anyways.
And then
is
sitting
good.
down the
Is
whole.
this a good podcast?
It is. I think this is one of our best episodes.
Thank
Autumn,
you.
chime in. It's one of the best, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Do you hear that enthusiasm?
So there's all these like this gang shit that's going
Mhm.
on. Thankfully though, they're tied in with the cops,
Okay.
and the cops would they liked each other.
Yeah.
Like they work together. They'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna raid the Yakuza," but then they would tell the Yakuza, they'd escape, and then the Yakuza would leave like guns so that they can confiscate some guns, and the cops, when they turned them in, would get a bonus.
Yeah.
Because they had a Yakuza gun.
Yeah.
Also, guns are still illegal, and all firearms are illegal in Japan.
And they've been illegal since World War II.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, maybe since forever.
Okay.
And like there's this one Smith and Wesson gun that is like,
The Yakuza loves.
yeah, it's worth it was
Whoa.
like worth $275 here. You can sell it in Japan for $4,000.
Ooh, we should get
Yeah.
into we should start smuggling guns to Japan.
Yeah.
Natalie has a pretty thriving social media network that she can kind of live off of. But me and you,
Mm-hmm.
we could back up this entire podcast industry just
Smuggling,
getting guns.
Yeah. We can pay off Autumn's bills.
Yeah. All right.
So in the 80s and the late 80s, there's like, this is the Yakuza boom.
Yeah.
Because the Yakuza like get tipped off and they start getting into the stock market.
Uh-huh.
And they've got like great investments. They're invested in like entertainment, construction, and real estate,
Uh-huh.
as well as doing prostitution,
Drugs, gambling.
and all that shit. So these are all millionaires,
And
now.
they're already wearing suits.
they've been wearing suits since the 60s.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are all millionaires, and they're like killing it. But in the 90s, the stock market falls, and so do the Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
There's like all these scandals that occur because there are bad loans that were handed out. Bunch of gang wars because now they're poor.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the first time that the government finally passes laws against the Yakuza. And like nowadays, Yakuza, the numbers went from 184,000, and now there's like maybe 10,000 Yakuza left.
Jesus.
And a part of that is because like as a Yakuza member, you're registered into your gang.
Yeah.
So you can't there's a lot of things you can't have a bank account. That's the most serious one but you can't like golf. You're not allowed to
No
on
golf?
any golf courses
Why?
if you're a Yakuza member. Just because they don't
What
like
about
them.
Minnie?
Huh?
Minnie?
All of them.
All golf.
Yeah, you probably can go to like the Yakuza golf course.
I have a golf ball on me right now.
Really?
Do you play golf?
No, Minnie occasionally.
Oh.
Putt-putt?
You're just like ready to golf at any moment?
No, she has a tattoo.
No.
You mean you
She has
physically
a-
have a putt-putt golf? Oh, okay. That's weird.
That is weird.
But good self-defense in case you need it. You know, New York's not the safest
I
place.
Yeah.
I always have a mini golf ball and some pepper spray.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Which
Should
one
really,
do you-
you should get the tea. That would help you a lot.
So,
All right.
but a lot of the Yakuza, there's still like a bunch of people that are associates of the Yakuza. So they left officially,
Uh-huh.
but they like went into politics. They went into other government jobs. They
Okay.
like own businesses that the Yakuza works with. So those guys are all over the world. Like
Yeah.
a bunch of Yakuza came to, they went to like started working with like the cocaine drug dealers. They started working with the Russian mafia. They came to New York and started working with the 5 families and setting up prostitution rings and all that shit. So,
So they're worldwide.
yeah.
So are they like what's your perspective on them?
Like, are they? I actually don't know what you're asking.
They were. That's complicated because they're like good. They at some point they were good.
Yeah, are they
that's-
like are they ethical people?
At some point they were,
They
but
live by a code of rules.
they had a code of rules. But they lost that code of rules. Like nowadays. So what happened was all of the oyuban.
Oyuban sounds like a delicious meal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They all passed away because someone ate them,
And
and they.
are there new ones?
So what ended up happening is like there became like a new structure for Yakuzas. There's no longer an oyuban situation. Like there's no honor anymore amongst the Yakuza. They're just gang members.
Are they
these
still a
days.
force in Japan?
They're still around, but it's definitely not as they're not involved with politics. They're not like helping govern in any way or
Mhm.
like enforcing crime. Like, but
They're still gangsters.
yes, and there are still like do still have a presence. Like in that earthquake in 2011 in Japan, one of the biggest headlines was that the Yakuza responded and helped out the people before the government got to respond.
Nice.
Like they showed up with like goods and whatever the fuck
Suits and guns.
yeah, Armani suits.
They had Armani suits and guns and cigarettes for everybody.
It's weird because, like, I feel myself feeling empathy that their population dwindled. At the same time, they're setting up prostitution rings.
Have you not watched many Yakuza films?
No.
You should watch any of the Takashi Kitano movies.
Okay.
They're really good. They're in Japanese. Can you deal with a
I
subtitle?
love subtitles.
Pull up Takashi Kitano for me real quick, please. And go down to the all these movies right here. Go up a little.
Okay. Which one
Outrage.
should I watch? Okay.
You should watch. I would start with Violent Cop or Fireworks.
Zatoichi is dope too.
They're all good.
It's a blind
Which
samurai.
one should I watch first?
Start with Violent Cop.
Okay.
Or actually, can you hit that arrow right there? Yeah. Go down. Boiling Point's really good.
Okay.
The 80s ones are like my favorites, but they're all great. And he's like very stylistically.
I like that.
He's very cool.
Cool.
Like they're beautiful. Start with Fireworks.
So yeah, and
Okay.
what happens now with the Yakuza is that their presence is like kind of still in the muscle business.
Mhm.
First of all, there's a lot of extortion that still happens, but like if like there's a bar or like a strip club or whatever, and some guy's acting really shitty, and they call the Yakuza instead of calling the cops, because the cops have to go through all these different processes where the Yakuza can just come in, grab that guy, throw him out on the street.
Okay. We have to go.
I feel like there was a lot of character development on my part during this episode.
Yeah, you've learned a lot. You've sobered up a bit.
Okay. We do have to go. I didn't realize what time. Okay.
Quiz.
The Yakuza have 3 origins. Or no, 2 origins. And what were they?
What? No multiple choice?
There's 2 origins that
Two
I
origins?
covered.
What do you mean 2 origins? Okay, yeah. Oh, of course. There were the peddlers and the gamblers.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. Good job.
Wow.
Okay.
That was great.
That was really good.
The Japanese gave their soldiers which drug to stay awake and want to kill
Meth.
Americans and Jews?
Good job. That's great.
There you go.
Thank you. Wow.
Name 3 rules of being a Yakuza.
Shoes off. Come on.
3 rules?
There we go. You gotta
Yeah.
take your shoes off.
That's not a rule. The 3 rules. No, you can't be part of a bank.
No. Where did you get that?
Okay, yeah.
Here, I'll give you one, and then
Okay, just
maybe
give me one, yeah.
One of the rules was don't blame innocent citizens.
Yeah. Oh, you can't go after the elderly.
Yeah, you guys failed that
Okay,
one.
and then what was the 3rd rule?
Okay, and here's your last question. Here's your last question.
Okay. What was the 3rd rule?
There was like 10.
Oh. Okay.
Don't blame innocent citizens. Don't steal his
Oh.
friend's wife.
Oh,
Don't steal
yeah.
from the clan. Do not take drugs. Did I cover these?
You can't steal from the clan. The clan's bad.
I
They're
didn't cover
racist.
these, I don't think.
No, I don't think you did.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck.
on you.
That is on
okay,
me.
you
All
don't
right.
get to do
Okay.
a plug.
All right.
Last
I
question.
want to know the last question.
Last question. This is for you, Natalie, only.
Okay.
What do we do with this situation?
What situation?
The Yakuza.
What do we do with the Yakuza situation?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, that's where you step in and use your imagination.
What do we do? What? I mean, all we can really do is, with the situation at hand, where their presence is dwindling.
Yeah.
Or, maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. Maybe you like that they're around, maybe you don't like that they're around.
I mean, all I have to say is, shoes off.
Yeah. That's one.
I'd say great work.
You guys, this has been the Known Zone. I'm Andy Haynes. This is
Natalie,
Wilfred
what do you
Padua.
want to plug?
You can follow me on Instagram at Natalie Cuomo _. Please see me on the road. Please buy your tickets in advance. And thank you so much for
But
having
if you're
me.
Asian, she won't be able to tell.
Yeah, she can't.
She's colorblind.
All right, bye.